got? Mace. Woo! What's up, everyone? Today is next up for our Shapeshifting Staff builds. We're talking about a very fan favorite by many, the Prowling Staff. This is the Panther Staff, for those who know the fancy names yet. This is going to be primarily a corrupted dungeon build. That is where this build shines. Though it's also very good. This staff, I should say, is very good also in the mists and also in some ganking. Though it kind of depends. We can kind of cover some gear substitutes for miss and ganking if that is of interest. But this build specifically, we're going to be focusing on corrupted dungeons. That's the primary purpose of this build. That's why I felt like the Prowling Staff shines the most. Has a lot of kind of high burst damage. It has a lot of chase and catch. And fleeing capability, kiting capability in the 1v1s in the corrupted dungeon with the W when you are transformed. Kind of gives you the capability to chase people down and staying on top of them, or being able to get some distance if you need a breather. It does very well in the fights, and so I wanted to cover all that it does, kind of walk through what abilities we're using, passives, all that stuff. Food we're using, and those who are not familiar, you saw a little clip at the beginning, kind of talk about the gear now, and at the end I place a bunch of footage so you guys know that I'm not just kind of talking on my ass. This is a build that I've been playing around with, been kind of getting success on, kind of showing some of those highlights so you can see how it's played and things I do. So first things first, of course we're going to be rocking the Prowling Staff. I just have a 4-2-4-1 set on for the sake of simplicity. Because that's what, if you're going to go like Stalker Dungeons, I think it is, or Slayer, whatever it is, that's the tier 2. As you kind of learn this and everything, this is probably what you're going to rock. I have a 4-2 just because I have a 4-2. So we were rocking Reality Fissure. This is great in corrupted dungeons as you kind of get, your long range pokes in, kind of get your, oftentimes in corrupted dungeons, people kind of square, especially if you get to another range build, you kind of square off. You kind of do the back and forth motion, you throw some abilities out. So let's let you keep the range. It's about, right. I don't have ability indicators on, but it's about right there. So is where the, the range is. And so in the corrupted dungeon, that's a good poke. Starts getting your stacks up if you need them. Start dealing damage. I mean, it is on the 4-2, 269 magical damage to enemies hit on the first one and 461 on the second one. So it's really good. Same with the W, is good damage. You kind of put it down that people are casting or coming at you. It also slows, which mobility. Well, many people talk about mobility being king in the mist. Mobility is also very much king in corrupted dungeons. It gives you the capability of kind of getting distance. You need to kind of get your reset or chasing people down. Having this little capability is very strong. It also pairs well with the classic chase combo. I'll show you after we go over the gear. And of course, for those who don't know, Q stands for swipes. For the first and second swipe, you charge to the target enemy, dealing 303 physical damage. Consuming 2 shift charges lets you continue the combo. So if you have 2 shift charges, you continue the combo. We charge through the target enemy, dealing 303 physical damage. Additionally, deal 25% of the target's missing health as true damage. 40% of the target's missing health as physical damage. Set your cooldown. So we'll kind of show what this means. Let me get a couple stacks up real fast here. So when you're transformed, you can 1, 2, and then 3, and you see that kind of slashing down. That's the extra damage you get on that extra one. And then the W on the Prowling Staff is Pounce. Leap at the target. You deal 555 physical damage in a 4-meter radius. Hitting an enemy player will reduce the cooldown of this ability. This is very strong in kind of chasing. Because if you're chasing someone, let's say I'm chasing this target here, I'm going after them, I can leap after them, swap over, and pop my W on them. And that kind of is like a very simple combo if you're chasing someone. We can leap after them whether you hit them or not. Obviously, if you hit them, that's better. But if you're chasing someone, that kind of negates, like if they pop their boots and you're able to get that combo off, it kind of negates a huge portion of their boots in terms of the sprint portion. So it's a very good combo for chasing people down. It's also just a good combo if you're not sticking in Panther form, if you're just kind of getting damage down, staying in range if you want, or fleeing on the opposite. you can very much pop that and then jump away. And as they're chasing, they're slowed, and you got a huge amount of distance. That's a very large range for jumping. Moving on though, we do rock Fiend Cow for the Purge. You're not running, as you guys can tell the armor, you're not running like a very much sustained build with this. You're not healing. No, you're not running like a mercenary jacket like you'll see, or like a reflect coat or something like that. You can swap your coats for like a reflect jacket. If you want to run Inferno Shield, just get something that's cheaper than Mistwalker. Just get like a basic one and swap that, so you can. But we rock Fiend Cow for the Purge. Because we're not rocking that kind of self-sustaining stuff, it helps us keep the fight even. If you see that enemy has some type of defense like that, like an Inferno Shield or a Bloodlust or anything like that, you can purge it and kind of even the playing ground, take away their advantage there. Very strong, of course. If you're not looking to run Fiend Cow, you can also rock just Mercenary Helmet for the Force Field if you want to do that. Or you can just rock Hunter's Hood if you want a simple option, get the Reflect going. Kind of helps you with fighting people. But I think Fiend's Cowl is the best. Mistwalker Jacket is very strong with this because you can have, with Shapeshifter Staffs, especially this in 1v1s, you can get kind of screwed over on your cooldowns. You know, you go through your combo, you know, you get this whole thing down, you leap on, you jump, and then you see here, I got 14 seconds on my E. All right, throw my next round of combos, and I'm just on cooldown lock right now. I don't really have anything crazy beyond just kind of poking, waiting on my Panther for the burst. So during that time, if needed, you can Mist Cloud. And this lets you kind of buy time for your cooldowns. You keep your charges while you're in this form, just kind of waiting. If they have a strong combo you're seeing, you can kind of just negate that. Like, you know, if there's a giant fire staff about to blow a huge chunk at you, or crossbows start channeling at you, or anything like that, you can pop your smoke and kind of negate that damage. It's very, very useful to just, because you become immune to all effects, and you turn invisible, and all that good stuff. So it is great ability. It's very strong in 1v1s and pairs very well with the Panther that already has high mobility on everything else. And so you can kind of take the slow here and keep yourself healthy and negate a lot of combos against you so that you can time your big bursts when you have them. And I just rock Soldier Boots. If you have another, like if you want to rock a Navalini version for the heal sprint, you can. I just rock Soldier Boots because they're cheap. Get the rejuvenating sprint. That's all you really need. And then if you have the money, Undead Cape is awesome. It's Undead Cape has just been very strong in Corrupted for so long. It's not a shocker. If you don't want to rock Undead Cape, if you're not a fan of like the Undead Cape style, rock a Brazilian Cape. I'm sorry, not Brazilian. Carleon Cape for the Q resets, as that will kind of help you keep your charges up faster. You can, if you go a higher tier Shapeshifter Staff, you can run the Propulsion Push. I'll kind of show what I'm talking about real fast. You can run Pulse Shock, sorry, it's called. If you have time to swap and you see you're fighting like a melee or something, this can also be really good because if they're in your face, this is going to hit and you can get that damage resist. Pop that, you get that a couple stacks up, and you go into, you know, Panther form, and your burst is going to hit them very, very hard. So you can go that route if you would like. But I would honestly recommend Reality Fissure. And in terms of food and potions, beef stew and healing potions for Corrupteds. And yeah, that's kind of how it works though, guys. You're just kind of poking, get your stats up against the player. And when you can, you pounce in, get your combo off. That's a huge burst. And then if you're willing to fight, you can kind of press forward. If you're kind of even, you can pop this, make sure you purge them, whatever you need to do. And yeah, that's kind of the combo. And so, if you enjoy this build, be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me at Twitch.tv/Redlaf for me streaming Albion online, as well as a variety of games. Whatever content you might else be interested in, check me out there. Join the Discord if you want to join the community. Also, with Twitch and stuff, I do 7-day premium giveaways every month. I get keys from devs to give away. And so, if you're interested, be sure to come hang on the stream. Try to get some free premium. And yeah, we'll hop into the gameplay now, but hope you enjoyed. Hope this was useful. Hope this explained well. And I'll catch you all next time. Peace out. Another bow. That was the easiest fucking 1v1. Wow, what a shit trash rate. Hey, baby, 1 second. I'm beating this guy up. Get back here, boy. Easy clap. She might fuck me. Oh, no, it's not gonna fuck me. Woo woo! A bow? You're losing. You're gonna have boots soon, but so will I.